Hello and welcome back to the Mama's Corner. I am super excited to finally have our microphones back. Before we didn't have the microphones, I just felt like we were just gisting. But now, I feel important. I feel like I have something to say. I feel like I have something to offer.
So it's microphone that is making you...
Yes, I remember seeing a tweet. I don't know if people, it was tweeted on Twitter and then moved to Instagram where people were saying...
X.
Whatever. Where people were saying that nowadays people just carry a microphone and just feel like they have something to say.
Yeah.
And just be saying like trash. But guys, you know this. On this channel, we don't talk trash. We talk important things. Things that can help your life. So if you're interested, continue to watch us. I'm quite excited. I don't know. Every time we decide to record a video, it just really lifts my mood. Because I guess I like talking.
Oh, nice.
So that's really nice. Anyway.
But you don't like talking to people, do you?
In real life, not really. I mean, I could talk to people. My job entails talking to people. I remember watching, there's this funny guy on Instagram that makes like skits and stuff. And he's an introvert. So he'll talk about how he dies every time he has to go to work. Because he's a nurse. Every time he has to go to work, like he's literally dying on the inside, having to talk to people. Because you have to be friendly. Yeah. You have to like communicate and help your patients. And And then when he comes into the bathroom, he's like, and that is me every day. Like literally, that is me. Like I go in the hospital, people don't even know I'm an introvert. Like I'm not an introvert. People don't know that I don't like talking in public. I would talk to you, I would laugh, I would gist, I would be so friendly with my patients and the other nurses. But when I come back, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to shut up. I just want to keep quiet and be with myself. And that was what happened yesterday. Yesterday night when I came out from work, I just felt like I was not having time to talk to you. Oh. I felt bad. But then I had spoken throughout the day for how many hours? Over 12 hours, I'd been talking to other people and I just wanted to shut up. But I wanted me to talk and I was like, why?
Literally, the moment I picked Dorcas up from the hospital, literally, I was like, hey, hi. She's like, and then she put earpiece. We're listening to music in the car already.
I did not put earpiece, baby. I took off my earpiece. I was wearing earpiece.
At first, there was earpiece in your ear.
Yes, because I was coming from work. Like, as soon as I close from work, people know me. I block my ear because I'm like, okay, it's now me time. And I can finally breathe. So I took off my earpiece when I got into the car and I put it in my bag. And but I still just didn't want to talk. And I understood because you had been at home all day and you wanted to talk. And I knew I had to make the compromise, but I was just like, can I just breathe first?
It was just so sad. I felt all alone. I'm
sorry, babe.
Just leave me alone. Leave me what? Alone.
I'm sorry. But, I mean, those are one of the things. Honestly, I just wanted to keep quiet. Like, when I come back from work, I just want to be with myself. I always complain about how you go to the office and leave me in the room. But sometimes I really appreciate it because I just want to be.
Oh, wait. Say that again. You like the fact that...
I did not say I like it. I appreciate it sometimes because you overdo it sometimes. Like, especially days that like I'm at home all day and I expect that we'll spend the whole day together. You will now go to the office and sit down and then me, I'll not be in the room by myself.
I'm probably doing something now. That's the thing.
Okay, but you could have said, oh, babe, give me 1 hour. I'm going to be working in the office and then afterwards I'm going to come spend time with you. Because I'm at home all day. I'm not at home most of the days on the week. So now that I'm at home, we should spend more time together. These are the issues. But I forgot to ask you, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm quite excited. Right after this recording, I have to be somewhere. So I'm going busking.
Exciting times. So... after coming back and having a stressful day at work, Ozzy decided that what he wants to do is now sing to me. I enjoy listening to you sing. Why do you keep looking at my hair?
I'm looking at you.
No, but it feels like I'm looking up. Not you're around like, wait, leave us alone. I'm not unburstable, but you don't have to just keep staring at me like that. You know how those people will be like, when you get a dating, when your boyfriend's looking at you, you'll be like, but then when you're married, when he looks at you, you're like, I do it all the time. I'm like, bro, why are you looking at me?
I'm tired. Just keep
because
saying
you stare at me too much. What's that?
Okay, I'll stop staring. I'll just be looking at the camera. Guys, continue saying what you're saying.
Yeah, so he just wanted to be singing to me and I was just like, I don't want to be sung to. I just want to do other things. Well, yeah, I'm really proud of you that you're doing what you want to do.
I was preparing for my gig today, just so you guys know. I have a gig.
Am I selfish? It's not, do you know, actually, sometimes, like most of the time, I would create time to listen to you or to help you. But yesterday, the way I was feeling, like I felt like I'd been drained at work. I had a really tough conversation with one of my patients. Why are you covering your face? It was
you really... not look at it.
Yeah, not serious. It was a really hard conversation on me and it took a lot from me already. I was already feeling very emotional and I just wanted to be quiet. And then I even told you a bit of it, and then coming like home, and then you wanted to just be doing things and talking, and I was just like, oh no, just free me.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, baby. You not love you, not care about you. Anyway, you're not gonna ask me how I am.
have you not just said how you are? How are you?
I did not say that's not me talking about how I am. I'm talking about yesterday.
Okay,
Today, how I am today.
how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How was your week?
Yeah, I've been having ups and downs. I've had lots of projects to work on this week, which is a good thing. So going at those ones, one after the other, that's exciting. I remember one of the motivations I had was watching one of our previous podcast episodes, the one we did on the 2nd of January this year. I remember all the things, we're talking about doing, how this year I was so gassed. I was like, this year there's going to be this, there's going to be that, there's going to be this. I was not sure there was going to be so much more. However, we're in April and I have not started nothing. So just listen over to... I actually listened to the episode like maybe 3 times or 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're very dedicated though.
Because we actually made so much sense in that episode.
Was it on Spotify or YouTube you listened to it?
I listened to it on both, actually.
Yeah, very motivated.
But I was mostly on Spotify.
Focused.
And then just what we were saying about how life is not promised. At that point, I had just written that stuff you were talking about, where I was saying that there's no such thing as what's it called? Early death.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, of course, I know that when people are young, they die. When they die young, we classify that.
Maybe it's not. Maybe the better way to put it is like, it's not that there's no such thing as early death, but it's just that we don't really know.
We don't really know. Like, who is to say what is early death?
Yeah, so
like,
that's basically it. Because
maybe that's their time here on Earth.
Not like, because at the end of the day, the rest of the world will see it as early death if you die before 90.
I mean, I was just trying to be poetic anyway. But the point of the video of what we said and what my write-up was to make the best of all the time we have here on Earth, to really pursue things we want to do, to really give our time to God if you believe in God, or to really dedicate our time to serving God and other people, and just making the best of time anyways.
Yeah.
And I just took an account of the past couple of months, and creatively speaking, I haven't really done much, and it just made me feel sad. So I'm like, you know what? As much as you are sad that you didn't do all those things, well, you have now to change. So I got pumped. I think even before that, I had already started planning to use my whiteboard and...
Yeah, Ozzy got a whiteboard. So my husband, let me just talk about his flaws right now because I'm his wife, so I can. My husband is the kind of person that needs to have a strict schedule. If he doesn't have a strict, that's a tongue twister there. Strict schedule. Whoa. If he doesn't have that, like, he would just be lazy all day, basically. So we came to an agreement that we're going to get him a whiteboard and some markers so he can like write a schedule for every day. So today I'm going to do so. And as soon as he does each one, he can tick it off his list. And since he said that, he's been so productive and I'm so proud of you, babe.
Thank you. We all need structure.
Some people are just not as
built,
as hardworking as others.
Yeah,
wink,
sure.
wink.
Of course, let's call it hardworking.
As driven as others.
I mean, sure.
Some people need extra help, and so we offer them extra help.
Of course, sure. Why not? Why not say that? So that has been, just making sure I tick off the boxes has been really, helpful. It's like, I've gamified it. So I'm like, even if you see some of the things I've written down, they have like some of them have more boxes on them because they are the amount of like time, landmines. No, not landmines. How am I saying?
I didn't know what you're talking about.
The amount of steps. Let me use the word steps. The amount of steps. Milestones. Jesus.
Oh! I didn't I said about milestones. I was like, first, that's probably not because...
The amount of milestones I'm going to cross. So...
okay.
Why are you doing?
I'm trying to think how it fits into this. Anyway,
No. I'm saying like they are like for one of them has like 4 boxes.
Okay.
So when I get to a certain position, I can cross one. When I
Okay.
get to a
So
certain
do you have like a mental note of this is first stage? This is when I'm done with first stage.
Those are the milestones I'm talking about. So like for yesterday when I crossed off that first one on the video I was editing, that was the first milestone because that was like a very massive deal for me to get through to that point. And once I did that, I was like, yep.
I'm really proud of you actually. Since you started using this thing, you've been very, very
I mean, don't be
productive.
proud of me yet.
No, honestly, it's okay for me to say, even if you haven't gone so far, I think we need to just celebrate our wins even when they're young. Like, I know that.
When they're young.
Yeah, when they're still in the beginning phases of growth. Like, a lot of times we've spoken about it, you and I, before that, let's not talk about, like, having this marriage thing or lockdown because we're still newlyweds. But I think also, yes, we shouldn't herald it like if we know we have all the answers, but also to celebrate the fact that we have come to a year plus and we are like making do with what we have, and I'm really appreciative of that.
Yeah, I mean, just speaking of that, I just remember that the beginning of this month, which is like how many days ago now? Make I check.
Today's 10th.
Today's 10th. Poof. So 10 days ago made it 1 year since I got into the UK.
Yeah.
And after we clock all those kind of milestones.
Now you use the word well.
After we cross all those kind of milestones, we kind of just start to reflect and take account. And sadly, one thing that floods into our hearts or our minds more than the positive would be all the things that we didn't achieve or all the things we didn't see ourselves doing. So I found myself just going down that trail of just being sad and saying, okay, I've not done this, I said I'll do this, I said I'll do this. And I just forgot to take more time out to be grateful for all the amazing things that have happened to me over the course of this year.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's what I want to do more. Just going forward. I want to be having more gratitude in my life. Good. I want to take more time to reflecting on the good things. Of course, acknowledging the lapses or the things that I'm not doing properly, but being more mindful of all the good things that happen, all the things that God is doing, even through the lapses I'm having.
I feel like as human beings, we internalize the negatives more than the positives. Like for you especially, you would beat yourself down when you make a bad decision or when you make a mistake. But when you actually win, you don't really celebrate. I remember telling you, like, when you got this job, which we had been praying for, it was like, oh, cool, I have the job now. Okay, back to what I was doing. But then, like, when you had gotten, we are sorry to inform you in the past, it's like, oh my God, my life is over. They've rejected me again. I'm a reject. So it's like, why don't you celebrate your wins more than you like herald the negative side? So I guess going forward is, as you said, to be more grateful for those wins and to actually celebrate them, no matter how small they are.
Yeah,
the fact that God has gifted us with them is what's celebrated.
I guess I thought about that too, and I just realized that maybe a part of me just got so used to not having things work out the way.
You have gotten a lot of ills in this life.
I want them to work out.
But we thank God that finally you're beginning to win in life. The first win you got, we thank God for your life. We thank God for your life.
So just having that, just starting.
You were like, what's she doing?
No, I know what you're doing. That's why I was laughing.
Okay.
But anyway, as I was saying, what is it funny?
You can't stop laughing. I'm so lonely.
Anyway, like I said, I'm learning to have more gratitude, to do more reflecting on my days. And I think I want to make it like a daily thing. So that just as a way to not spend the last moments of my days
grieving.
Aside from grieving, just escaping, trying to watch movies or something.
Okay.
To use those last moments of my day to reflect on the day, what has happened, all the good things that have happened that day. Make like a gratitude list every night and say, okay, I've seen God work here. All these are the things I'm grateful for here. And then maybe kind of use that as a way to plan for the next day ish, to be like, okay, God, these are the things I hope to achieve. But man would propose their plans and God would be the one to
Yeah.
do his thing, but
Yeah.
just to make that a way for me to have plans. So
Good.
going forward, that is the kind of structure I'm trying to adopt
Good. That's really good.
of planning, gratitude, and I know it seems mundane because a lot of people just talk about that all the time. You know, Gary V. I can call lots of names of people who you gotta just have gratitude, man. But it's just There's this song we used to sing when it's like, "Count your blessings," just that,
Yeah, that's really good. Well, for me, my week was really good. Thank you for asking. My week was good. I have been reading this book called The Meaning of Marriage by
Tim
Timothy
Keller.
Keller. And oh my God, it's been so amazing. So Ozzy and I did not really have like a lot of marriage counseling before we got married. We had a couple of dinners with Keaton and his wife and their family where they would give us like advice and stuff. But it was not like the way people have, especially back at home,
Like
people
a
have like the
structured-
conventional like 6 months, 3 months marriage counseling before they get married. We didn't really have that. We had one phone call with Ozzy's dad's pastor, marital counselor, where he just like told us some things, and it didn't really stick, if I'm being honest. Like the conversation with Dan didn't really stick. Conversations with Ryan, that definitely stuck more, and like seeing their life and how they've carried their family over the years, that stuck more. But still, it was never something that like we actually like could look back on and be like, okay, we've gotten this advice, so we can walk through it. So getting into marriage for me was like, I just felt like it's supposed to be easy. Like I've got this on lockdown. I got dating on lockdown. That's why I have married. So this is marriage. I've got this on lockdown too. I thought it was just gonna be like so easy for me. Like it's just gonna be like, living your life. You know how like when you're single, you don't really have a lot of responsibilities. You just live your life and dating whoever you're dating, and you guys just carry on like that. And I just expected that's how it would be. It's not gonna require anything of me in marriage. Really. Like it's not gonna be like, not much is gonna change. Like it's just gonna be like, oh, I'm living with my best friend and we're having a good time. So that's what I was expecting going into marriage. And I realized that over the past few weeks, we had been coming at loggerheads a lot. We had been like arguing more than usual. We had just the petty things, like little things would just like really irritate me. And I don't know if anybody knows me like that. If you know me and my family knows me, I get easily irritated. Oh my God. Like the slightest thing just irritates me. If I'm tired, I'm easily irritable. If I'm not hungry, I'm easily irritable. If you do something and I feel like you're supposed to know this, like at your age, you're supposed to know this and you don't do it, I get easily irritated. So a lot of things were just making us fight. And also he's this kind of person that he doesn't like problems. So if I'm angry, he's going to say, I'm sorry. He's going to apologize. And I'm just like, don't apologize. Let's talk about it. Like, and just fight. And then later, I'll think about forgiving you. But he just wants to settle and always like have peace all the time. And just like, keep the peace.
Because I'm following Jesus. Say live peaceably amongst
I know, like it's good. I feel like my own take on that is that keep the peace, yes, but don't keep the peace and suppress all the emotions, the negative emotions. Talk about it and like what's the word? Hassle it. English and tackle it before you now say, okay, I'm sorry. But you're always just like go straight to I'm sorry. You're sorry for what? You're sorry for what exactly? Anyway,
I mean, just so that we.
No, that's not how it should be.
Anyway,
I don't think
keep
because then the more you keep saying I'm sorry, that thing is still in my heart. But you've apologized. I cannot be angry anymore. It's like I used to tell you that. Okay, so now that I say I'm sorry, I should just like everything should just disappear. Like the anger should just vomit.
But you know it's funny when you apologize to me, you expect me to just.
Because I would try
because what?
I would try to talk about it first. Like I've never just come to you and I would do something wrong to you and I'll not give you an explanation why I did that. Like I remember there was a day that something happened in the house. I can't remember, and it was my fault. And it was my fault. When I got into the car, I explained to you. I said, "Oh, I did this because of so and I'm sorry." That's how it should be. Explain why you did it so I can understand and be able to like make sense of it in my head. I say, oh, okay, this is the reasoning why he did this, and then I can forgive you for what you did. But anyway, so we're having those kind of fights a lot. And I know people say, oh my God, in your first 2 years of marriage, there's a lot of fights. That is true. But I didn't expect it to be that true for us. I'm like, it's true for other people. But for us, we've got this on lockdown.
We're the choosing ones.
Because I'm in it. That was it. So I was like,
so prideful.
So the more, like, honestly, I'm going to be a little bit honest, a little bit, maybe too honest. I remember there's a day we had this really big fight. I can't remember what it was, about you not doing something that we had agreed that you're supposed to do. And I was really disappointed in you because of it. And my mind started thinking like, why did I even do this? Like, there are not a lot of times in my life, in this marriage, where I think back and regret like some of my actions. But this was one of the times because I was really, really hurt by it. I felt like we had agreed on this thing, so you're supposed to come through with your side of the bargain. I've kept my own side, so you should keep your side. And I didn't look into the reasons why you were not keeping your side of the story because you're just apologizing to me and not giving me any explanation. So I was like, why did I even do this? Like, it was really just bothering to me anyway. And I started reading this book, and oh my god, I know that the book doesn't solve all your problems, but I'm now realizing more than ever that marriage is not just willy nilly. I've learned the word
Say it again.
willy nilly. It's not the word. You told me that it's willy nilly, unless you lied to me.
No,
It's not willy nilly.
It's not Winnie.
Willy nilly.
Okay, Winnie.
What do you take me for? I'm a nurse. Forget that. I passed IELTS. Did not I got? Now by 9. That's a lie. Anyway, yeah, and it actually takes a lot of intentionality to do marriage. Like, it's not just something that happens to you. It's something that you have to
work at,
like intentionally work at. And I have been trying my best when I'm reading the book not to, because when you read some person, I'll be like, this is Ozzy. Ozzy is selfish. This is him. And instead of trying to see my own faults, trying to like put him, I'm like, this is him. I'm trying my best not to do that and to see actually where I am lacking and be able to make those corrections. I would 100% recommend that book to anybody that is even if you're not married, but one day you want to get married, or you just want to learn how to live in good relationships with people, or you are even married already. I think it's such a good book to read. And so the plan for us is that we would be taking turns to read it, and then we will talk about it at the end of the day, even though we've not kept to it in a while. But yeah, since I started reading this book, I've realized that I'm becoming a little bit more patient with him. Like, when he would do some things, I'm realizing that this marriage is not just happening to me. Like, it's also happening to him. And it takes me to be intentional about our relationship to make it work. I have to put in the work. If I say, I remember posting a video on Instagram about how you're a travel princess and how I used to give you grief before because you're not booking the trips. But now I'm realizing, like, if I want to go on trips, Ozzy doesn't really care. Ozzy could stay in the UK for around the year, 5 years, and not go anywhere, and he'll be fine. Just be going busking and be enjoying his life. He'll be fine. But it's me that wants to travel. So then I am taking the responsibility to intentionally book those holidays. And moreover, I'm a control freak, and I don't like it when you book something and I don't like it. So it's not better for me to book it and say, okay, this is what I like. I booked it with my hand, and then we can actually have a good time. Him always the carefree person that he is, and me knowing that I have this under control because I booked it myself. So yeah, it hasn't made all our problems go away, but I guess it's just made me to be more responsible for what's happening in this, like to realize that, oh my god, my life is not over, but I can actually make this beautiful, and it's actually being beautiful. Like, learning to just take responsibility for our marriage, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie.